is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us. There are 34 counties in Wisconsin that don't have a single ICU bed. That's according to data collected by Kaiser Health News.
How do they prepare for a pandemic like this, and how do they treat COVID patients? Jamie Perez spoke to staff at Gunderson Mound View Hospital in Adams County today to find out. Jamie?
Adams County is just one example of an area that does not have the resources it needs at its hospital to take care of a serious COVID patients, but they, like many other places, have developed workarounds so that they are prepared for a surge of patients.
Many rural Wisconsin counties have never had ICU beds in their hospitals. The counties with the most ICU beds are Milwaukee, Waukesha, and Outagamie. And out of all the counties with no ICU beds, Adams County has the highest percentage of at-risk people at 37% of its population, which brings us to the Gunderson Mound View Hospital. Director of Quality and Infection Control, Judy Nowicki, says they have to transfer about 30 people a month to other hospitals to get access to an ICU bed.
The Gunderson Health System would be our first choice because we are part of that system. And other options would be UW Health, Meritor, or St. Mary's.
So far, they've been lucky. With only one positive COVID case, which they were able to treat here, they haven't had to worry about the what-ifs. But they say they do have a plan if a surge of COVID patients were to happen.
We've opened up a wing in our hospital where we can isolate the non-critical COVID patients, as well as those that are being tested.
If they came across a COVID patient who needed ICU care,
we do have an agreement that if we have an ICU patient here and that we could move our ICU patient, and in return, we could take a patient from them. If they were having a surge also, that we could again take a less acute patient to our facilities.
While it may seem pertinent to have an ICU bed, many Wisconsin hospitals are prepared to get patients the care they need, regardless of which hospital they get it from.
We haven't had to put this in place as of yet, but we are prepared if we need to do so.
There are many hospitals that are operating just the same as they are. To find out if your county has an ICU bed, head on over to channel3000.com.
Jamie, thank you. New at 6, Madison area hospitals are asking community members to donate personal protective equipment, especially masks. Since new CDC guidelines encourage everyone in healthcare facilities to wear face masks, local hospitals are in need of supplies for non-clinical personnel, visitors, and patients. Right now, hospitals are accepting donations of hand-sewn masks. A spokesperson says they've already received thousands, but the demand continues. If you would like to help, we have information on how to donate masks to each of our local hospitals. Just search homemade masks on channel3000.com.
There are now more than 6,600 confirmed coronavirus cases in Wisconsin. 8 more people have died due to complications, which is down from the 17 new deaths reported yesterday. A total of 308 people have died. DHS says 49% of positive cases have recovered. State and county health officials say 231 new cases have now been confirmed, more than yesterday's 208 new cases. Governor Evers' Badger bounce back plan requires that there must be a decrease in the percentage of new cases for 14 consecutive days before the state's economy can reopen, but we are not there yet.
The Wisconsin National Guard will be setting up additional COVID-19 testing sites across the state. According to a release today, 11 teams comprised of more than 300 soldiers and airmen have been and will be establishing mobile testing sites at locations ranging from correctional facilities and health clinics to private businesses and community-based testing sites. The release says just this week, a team tested more than 1,000 staff and inmates at the Dane County Jail. New today, the state is releasing some of its data tracking cases inside facilities. That includes workplaces, healthcare clinics and centers, group housing like prisons and shelters, and long-term care facilities. Right now, they are investigating 187 outbreaks in facilities. Almost 100 of those cases are at long-term care facilities. About a third of them are in workplaces. Governor Evers says the state is also monitoring several food processing plants.
Sauk County has started drive-through coronavirus testing for all residents who are showing symptoms. Those tests are being done at the Sauk County landfill on Evergreen Lane. Officials expect that results will be delivered about 48 hours after being tested. You can make an appointment by calling the COVID Sauk hotline. You'll need to prove you're a Sauk County resident before being tested.
Healthcare workers, faith leaders, and hunters all filed briefs with the state Supreme Court today, jumping in on the fight over the Safer at Home order. This is part of the lawsuit the legislature brought against the Department of Health Services, arguing the department did not have the authority to extend the order past the public health emergency. Yesterday, we told you a group of unions had their brief denied because it was too long. The court gave them until today to file a new one. One of their main arguments was the legislature doesn't have the constitutional authority to file a lawsuit on its own. Yesterday, Republican leaders circulated a committee ballot saying they can speak on behalf of the entire body. The case is still pending in state Supreme Court. New at 6, UW-Madison officials are ordering most employees to take furlough days through October, and top campus leaders will take pay cuts. The school is trying to absorb a $100 million loss due to the pandemic. Chancellor Rebecca Blank sent an email to employees today saying they will have to take 3 to 6 furlough days between May 15th and October 31st, depending on their current salary. Now, Blank, Provost John Schultz, and vice chancellors will voluntarily take a 15% pay cut for the next 6 months, plus 6 furlough days.
As of today, Wisconsin's Department of Workforce Development is dispersing federal pandemic unemployment compensation payments. Now, this is a temporary emergency increase of $600 per week in unemployment benefits. If you are already receiving unemployment benefits or have a pending application, you don't need to take any extra steps here to access that payment. Meanwhile, the state DWD says it has distributed more than $290 million in unemployment benefits in the last 6.5 weeks. Since March 15th, the Unemployment Insurance Division received almost 480,000 applications. Individuals who qualify have to submit a claim each week, and Wisconsinites have filed a record number, totaling almost 1.2 million weekly claims since the public health emergency was declared. Nearly 750,000 of those weekly claims have been paid. According to a recent Pew Research Center study, Wisconsin was among the top 25% for most claims processed through the end of March.
The Madison Metropolitan School District is installing long-range wireless access points at 5 of their schools as they enter week 4 of online learning. MMSD officials say they are reaffirming their commitment to equity and working to assist the 3,000 students who they say still don't have access to reliable internet. The school board has also approved the purchase of over 1,800 wireless hotspots that will be distributed this May. Well, the rain will shift to our east tonight. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. The rain's already shifting east of Madison. Areas west of town are still cloudy, but at least the rain has stopped there. As we take a look at visible cloud track, still plenty of clouds around the area, although they have been breaking up over northwestern Wisconsin, but that clearing will be slow to work its way eastward. Areas west of Madison will turn partly cloudy for tonight, and everybody should see some sunshine at some point during the day tomorrow. The eastern areas will be the last ones to see it. You can see the showers still continuing off and on closer to Lake Michigan, but some of those showers could drift inland, perhaps as far west as eastern Dane County overnight. Otherwise, as we look at current temperatures, you can tell where there are showers, temperatures are in the 40s, where it's just cloudy, temperatures are in the 50s. Notice La Crosse, they're at 61, having a little bit of sunshine. Overnight, look for skies to become partly cloudy west of Madison, temperatures dropping into the middle 40s. Showers east of Madison will end in the morning, then it'll turn partly sunny. It'll be windy tomorrow. High temperature, though, back up at 61, and it looks like a mild weekend's on the way. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. This time of year, many are gearing up for warm weather activities like camping, but this year the pandemic is changing how that will look, at least in the short term. Madeline O'Neill tells us what you can expect from campgrounds in our area. Maddie?
Well, I think we're all getting a little cooped up at home. And although parks, state parks like Devil's Lake open on Friday, public campgrounds won't open until at least May 26th. That's the day after Memorial Day, usually a huge day for campgrounds. Now, private campgrounds are considered essential and can be open because they're lodging, and many are making changes to comply with restrictions, but some are choosing not to open at all. Many of us are familiar with cabin fever.
I even am, and my work day is, I'm outside.
As that term takes on a whole new meaning this spring.
It's a lot lonelier.
Lolly Wheeler, owner of Wheeler's Campground right by Devil's Lake, knows her surroundings well. She's also used to what the change of the seasons brings.
Normally, our opening date has come and gone.
And the campers she and Mark Wheeler look forward to seeing.
You kind of gear up over the winter, and you're excited about seeing, people that come back year after year.
With the Safer at Home order, this year marks new territory.
What isn't different?
It comes with tough decisions, from whether to stock the store and how much to order, if so, to when to start taking reservations and how many campsites to rent when they do.
We're just kind of wondering, like everybody else, you know, how long is this going to go for?
State guidelines for campgrounds include maintaining social distancing, increasing cleaning frequency, and prohibiting the use of public spaces that could allow gatherings.
Because public safety is really the first thing.
For now, the Wheelers are holding off on deciding when to open to the general public. They're watching how the pandemic plays out in the area, their compass to guide the way through this.
We'll definitely take a fiscal hit on that, but I think that's well worth it if you preserve public safety.
I haven't heard back yet from other campgrounds I contacted, but according to websites of local ones around the area, some are open, just making changes like not allowing tent camping and keeping public bathrooms closed. So clearly a little bit different this year.
Yeah, got to be patient. Unbelievable. I didn't realize that Memorial Day date for them. That is huge. Maddie, thank you.
The Madison Police Department is reading books to children in the community each week through social media. Every Wednesday, an officer selects a book and reads it out loud on a video posted to the department's Facebook page. Today's video was from Officer Emily House with her canine partner, Archie. The community outreach team is organizing the effort as a way to help officers stay connected with the people they serve.
Because we can't meet kids and families on playgrounds, in community centers, in parks, this is a way we can meet them in their living rooms and share a few minutes and hopefully give parents a little breather so that their kids can engage in some positive programming during a pretty challenging era.
The books officers select are usually ones that they loved as a kid or a book their child loves to read right now. Sergeant Hamilton says the most rewarding thing is to read all of the positive responses from parents.
Next at 6, a local daycare is in need of disinfectant donations, and we'll take a look at how curbside COVID-19 testing is helping SSM Health keep people safe. Stay with us.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we have great prices every day. So during our big spring sale, you know the savings will be huge. Start your spring projects with 20% off Valspar True Basics paint. Clean things up with this Simpson pressure washer, $274.99. Save big on Morton Clean and Protect water softener pellets, just $4.99. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Americans have been cutting the lawn for hundreds of years, but with TurfBot, the future of mowing is now. Our quiet, all-electric robotic mowers work around the clock to keep your lawn trimmed 24/7. That means less time spent mowing and more time spent enjoying. Equipped with LED headlights, auto-stop sensors, and anti-theft GPS devices, our mowers run safely with no supervision. Come home to a freshly mowed lawn every day for as little as $30 a week. Call today and get free installation when you sign up. TurfBot, on the cutting edge.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Madison churches are working to meet the needs of community members who are struggling financially during the pandemic. Lighthouse Church and the African American Council of Churches are joining together. They've started the Psalm 46 Relief Fund to assist people who have lost their jobs and are at risk of losing their housing. The fund's description says less than 20% of adults in the African American and Hispanic community can work from home because most work in the service industry, which has been hit the hardest at this time.
We both received funds from the Boys and Girls Club and United Way, but however, we saw that the need was still great, and so we wanted to do something from a church point of view and the means and a way to help our community. So we decided to come together to raise funds for our community through this, for our African American and the Hispanic community, but yet and still we're willing to give the funds out to anybody who's in need.
If you would like to donate, go to lighthouseinmadison.org and click the Psalm 46 Relief Fund donate button.
Madison Daycare Center is in need of donations to help keep children and teachers healthy.
Yeah, we're low on some of the basic disinfecting supplies. You know, art supplies, things like that, we can still get a hold of. But trying to find disinfecting wipes, bleach, even the hand sanitizers is difficult to find. So those are just very basic things that we need to keep everyone healthy and stay ahead of everything with the pandemic.
That's at King's Kids Academy near Waldorf Park on Madison's southwest side. Right now, they serve about 20 children per day, which is about a fourth of the number they normally have. Again, if you are able to donate, they're looking for disinfecting wipes, bleach, and hand sanitizer. SSM Health is working to better protect its patients and staff with curbside COVID-19 screening as they enter their clinics. When a patient first arrives, they're instructed to follow a set of cones to the building's entrance, where they'll be met by clinic staff.
Have you had any change in your sense of taste or smell recently?
No.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to give you this green slip here to take inside with you.
This screening process allows staff to determine where to send the patient next and which entryway they should take into the clinic. Once inside, to complete the screening process, all patients and staff have their temperatures taken.
Essentially what we're doing is we're just taking people who are at risk of having upper respiratory symptoms and putting them into a separate location.
Dr. Mendick says the goal is to limit contact between possible coronavirus patients and the clinic's other patients. SSM officials are still recommending patients wear facial coverings and call ahead before coming to the clinic.
Coming up in sports, college athletes could start making money off promotion. Sports director Zach Hanley will explain where the NCAA is at with the process.
Everything you care about is in this house. Things you just can't afford to lose. And that is why we exist.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Many of you still need to be on the road right now. Toyota is here to help.
We're offering an incredible 0% on our most popular Toyotas. That's 0% on Camry, 0% on RAV4, or 0% on Tacoma. Plus, Toyota will defer your payments for up to 90 days. And if you need service for your current vehicle, our service centers remain open.
We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
I'm bad. You're stronger than you know. So strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache or migraine days a month. One tough mother. You're bad enough for Botox. Botox has been preventing headaches and migraines before they even start for almost 10 years and is the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. Botox is for adults with chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Go on with your bad self. You may pay as little as $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox for chronic migraine. You got this.
at showers and thunderstorms and then some heavier rain in parts of our viewing area this morning. And just released today from our friends over at Climate Central, a number of heavy rainfall events that have been occurring in Madison. Back in 1970, just a little less than 6 days per year, we received an inch or more of rain. But that number has risen to almost 9. And notice in recent years, the number of events up in the 12 to 14 range. So we've been seeing some problems with flooding as the atmosphere warms because of climate change. That is also increasing the number of heavy rain events because that evaporates more water and allows those heavier rain events to occur. Now, there is a flood watch in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for parts of southeastern Wisconsin, including Milwaukee down into the Chicago area. If you look at Doppler radar rainfall estimates, over an inch of rain fell from about Janesville eastward to just south of Milwaukee, and right along the Illinois state line there might have been some amounts in excess of 2 inches south of Kenosha, whereas farther to the north and west of Madison, the lesser amounts of rain fell. Notice parts of southwestern Wisconsin almost missed out on the rain altogether. Many locations did receive just a very little bit of rain. But now all the rain is to the east of Madison. The rain continues over that area that received the heaviest rain over the last 24 hours. So that's why that flood watch is in effect for southeastern Wisconsin and northeastern Illinois. But notice to the west, very little in the way of precipitation, just a few sprinkles over parts of southwestern Minnesota. As we look at visible cloud track, skies are also clearing. Notice how northwestern Wisconsin had some sunshine today. Temperatures were warmer there than they were across the rest of the state. 3 things you need to know in the forecast: that rain east of Madison tonight will gradually come to an end tomorrow morning. It'll be windy tonight and tomorrow, but it won't be as cool. Just getting some sunshine back will bring temperatures back into the lower 60s in Madison and probably middle 60s west of Madison. And then milder weather is expected for the weekend with highs in the lower 70s for Saturday and in the upper 60s for Sunday. You can see our storm system heading off to the east, more strong to severe thunderstorms in the southeastern part of the country. But eventually, as that low pressure system moves away, skies will start clearing. And notice the difference in temperatures. Where the sun is shining, temperatures are in the 60s. That's a sign of things to come. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 61. We'll see areas of rain east of Madison come to an end in the morning. West of Madison, skies will stay partly sunny, and that clearing will move eastward during the day. It'll be windy, though. Friday, a high of 65. Slight chance for a shower Friday night. And then mild weather for the weekend. Cooler weather for the middle of next week with some shower chances, but no major storm systems are expected.
And coming up in sports, A.J. Dillon says he's built for Green Bay when the Packers' second-round pick can't wait to run on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today. You can garden safer at home with the help of Jung Garden Center. Curbside pickup is now available at all 5 Jung Garden Center locations. Visit jungseed.com to learn how to place your pickup order so you can get your home growing season off to a safe and healthy start.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Yeah, I'm a home builder, and I go to Nuns. Why? Well, my clients love them because they have all those smarty pants appliances. You know, like those fancy touchscreen fridges and ovens that text you when dinner's ready. Personally, I don't care for all that techie stuff. I'll stick to my good old-fashioned icebox, thank you very much. But hey, my clients love those smarty pants appliances, so we go to Nuns.
Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
You can garden safer at home with the help of Jung Garden Center. Curbside pickup is now available at all 5 Jung Garden Center locations. Visit jungseed.com to learn how to place your pickup order so you can get your home growing season off to a safe and healthy start.
Hi, folks. Thursday morning, things are going to start drying out ahead of what's looking like a gorgeous weekend. Hattie's going to have the details in her First Warn forecast.
And we'll tell you how COVID-19 is going to affect the next class of incoming freshmen at the UW. See you tomorrow.
The NCAA is now moving to allow college athletes to make money off their name, image, and likeness. In other words, themselves through endorsements and promotions. So if a business wants to hire an athlete to promote them, it can. Or if an athlete wants to open his or her own company, they can. It's that simple. And it could start in 2021 if it passes a vote at the NCAA convention. A.J. Dillon's style of running can be described in one word: powerful. At 6 foot, 247 pounds, the Packers' second-round pick is built like a fridge. In 3 years at Boston College, he rushed for over 4,000 yards and 38 touchdowns while running defenders over. That right there sounds like he's a perfect fit for playing in Green Bay in December and January. And Dillon would agree.
I'm used to the cold. I'm used to the rough, tough people that we got up in this area. And, I'm used to I can grind it out in the cold weather, the rain, the sleet, the hail. So, it's kind of like home in a way.
3 divisions and 100 regular season games. Major League Baseball says it could work as long as they start the season by late June. Their latest plan to play will divide the league into 3 10-team divisions, East, West, and Central, based on geography. So the Brewers would still be in the Central and play their usual rivals along with the Indians, Twins, Tigers, Braves, and White Sox. And they play in their own stadiums, just without fans. Again, all of this hinges on if medical experts give the okay. And this is the best thing you'll see this week. Longtime Middleton AD Bob Jors has been battling pancreatic cancer for the past year. After numerous rounds of treatment, he has decided to stop chemo and spend time with his family. Today is his wedding anniversary. Bob and his wife Cindy have been married for 31 years, and there was a parade in their honor. The Middleton community got in their cars and drove by his house, waving, holding signs, and more importantly, showing support for a man that gave them, the school, and the community so much. That's really cool.
Really a beautiful tribute for those folks in Middleton. Our best to the Jors family, as I know it's a difficult time, but a happy anniversary to Bob and Cindy both. We thanks to all those folks that contributed today. Let's go to Gary. One final check of the forecast.
Well, it's pretty windy out there. The rain has stopped in Madison, but look at the waves crashing on shore here on the southern end of Lake Mendota by the UW campus. Otherwise, the showers are pretty much confined to eastern portions of Jefferson County and eastward toward Milwaukee. Temperatures right now, 50s from Madison westward, 40s to the east of town. Tomorrow, look for high temperature back in the lower 60s as the rain ends east of town and the sun comes back.
And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.